What's up guys, this is Colonel Coffee from 221B Gaming bringing you a new Destiny video. As you may know, the first DLC for Destiny was released this morning, and me and some friends have been working pretty hard all day on the new raid, Crota's End. I think it's great so far. The missions are fun, the new weapons and armor are great, and to be honest I was more excited about this DLC than the actual release of Destiny itself, and rightly so, because it's fantastic. So without further ado, let's get into the tutorial. With this video, I'm going to take you through the raid step by step, and in this video it's going to be step 1 only, and then I'll post step 2 and step 3 afterwards. So when you start the raid, you come to this area here, and you have to have all 6 members of your team stand on this kind of teleporter pad and activate the bridge just in front of you that you can see. And when it's ready, you just run across the bridge and jump into the pit that I call, and it basically takes you all the way down to the bottom, to the summoning pits really. And one thing I will note is that when you fall down this pit, you have to be careful that when you land, because of the speed and the velocity that you're coming down at, you can smash the ground and die, or just bounce off the edge of the map. So if possible, just before you land, try and control your jump, control your landing with the jump button. I can have edited that out because I did smash to the ground and die. But anyway, here we go. This thing here is what we call a lamppost. Now there's 15 of them. The object is to get from one to the other until you get to the end and you've covered all 15. So between each lampposts, you're running through the darkness, and you get weighed down up to a multiple of 10 times. Now when you're weighed down, basically it slows you down and it makes you so that you can't jump, you can't use your boost, and you can't sprint. So what I will say first of all is that the best strategy for this map, for this raid, for the stage 1 of this raid, is that you want to pick a leader. You want to pick someone who knows their way around and who's confident enough to take charge, and that's it. He's the leader for this entire part, and nobody goes beyond him. You must stay behind him at all times. When he says go, you must go. If he says stop, you must stop. You need to stay behind him. It's the easiest way. And also try not to kill too many enemies. Just kill whatever enemies you have to, if they're in your way, or if you've got a teammate in trouble. Obviously try and help him out, but the general idea of this is to get through it as fast as possible. Just run from one lamppost to the other. And the idea of this is that when you're running between lampposts, you get weighed down and you get slowed, and you can't sprint, you can't jump, as I said before. But when you stand next to a lamppost, it takes that away, slowly counts the timer down so that you lose your weight and you can jump again. So every time you get to a lamppost, you have to stay there for a few seconds just so that you can catch your breath and get the weight off before you run to the next one. And it's pretty straightforward. A tip I will give in line with having somebody take charge is that if somebody does go down, or if somebody does die, the person in front, make sure you stop before the next lamppost, because if you get too close you will activate it, and after a while it will explode, which is not good for everyone. So if you're in first place and you're taking charge and somebody goes down, just stop on the spot before the lamppost and just help your teammates to defend while you revive your teammate. And then when you're all together again, head for the lamppost, get your weight off, and then run to the next one and repeat. And it's straightforward. You can see in the video that it's working. The key here is to make sure that you stay as a group the entire time. If somebody goes down, you have to get them up, you have to work as a team, otherwise it will just drag on. And another thing, as you've seen on the screen just there, throughout this entire maze there are pits, holes in the ground, which you can fall into and die. So you have to be very careful about where you stand. Now the holes are in the same place every single time, So once you've done it a few times, you pretty much memorize it, and you're aware of where they are, and you can just jump over them or walk around them. It's pretty easy. So yeah, this is almost at the end. I think this is the second last lamppost. Yeah. So when you get to the lamppost at the end, once again you want to wait for your team. And once you're all together, you will notice this circular thing, kind of like the one at the start. And it's the same technique. You all have to stand on it to activate the bridge. So once you've regrouped and you're ready to progress further, you want to have everyone stand on the circle and just defend an entire wave of enemies. Now there will be knights, there will be thralls, there will be cursed thralls, acolytes, there will be ogres, and a couple of tips that I will suggest is, first of all, don't use any rockets like I did. It's dangerous, especially when you've got your teammates so close to you, because they're moving around trying to avoid bullets, and if you shoot one of them, you're going to kill yourself. So no rockets, LMGs for heavies, or close quarters primaries like, you know, shotguns or hand cannons, something like that. And just fight off the wave, save your supers in case any enemies get too close, and just cover yourselves. And then when the ogres spawn at the end, that's kind of a signal that you're almost finished. When the ogres spawn, have everyone focus fire on one at a time, just to kill it quicker, and it's a bit easier that way, as we've done just now. And when the ogres are dead, as you're about to see, the bridge should be fully formed. Should be now, if you look. And when the bridge is fully formed, you want to make sure again that you're all alive. You don't have to be, it's just safer that way. If 5 people are dead and you're alive, you can make it across the bridge to trigger the checkpoint, but you must stay alive until you get to the end of this corridor. So that's why it's best that when you get across the bridge, you just avoid all the next enemies, like for example the ogre we just passed. Just head straight for the light at the end of the tunnel, pardon the pun, and you will trigger the checkpoint and the start of part 2. So thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe and comment below if you'd like to know anything else, and stay tuned for part 2. Thanks for watching.